Welcome back to the channel, guys. Last video we talked about how to practice counting cards. This video we're gonna go through running count and how you get the true count and the deck penetration. And I recommend you guys to practice with 8 decks of cards. Basically, most of the casinos now, they have the shoe game, 6 decks or 8 decks. And if you have a small bankroll as a beginner, you're gonna find most of the places has 8 decks of card. So practicing home, you need to get the discard tray, you need to get the card holder. 4 years ago when I bought all those things, it was a good investment for me. Definitely, I put in about 900 hours in the casino already. It was absolutely worth it. Remember, this discard tray is very important because every casino has a different shape and size of discard tray. Some of them a little smaller. Deck card. So when you put this 8 decks card right here, you see very little gap on the top. So this is exactly 8 decks. Some casino they use a little bit bigger. So when you're sitting down in a casino, you always have to measure. Take a good look at it. That is it bigger or is it shorter? So you could get a good measurement of the true count. If you make mistake dividing the true count perfectly, it will cost you. Start it. You take 8 deck card just like the dealer takes in the casino. They'll put the card right here, which is about 1 deck. You could get a game with 1 deck card, which is really good. But if they card more than 2 decks, which is not good, you don't want to play that game. Practicing home, you try to cut about 1 deck, okay? About 1 deck, and you're gonna practice yourself. Put it in here exactly the way the dealer put it in there. So if you take 2 cards, you put it like this. Okay, dealer puts 1 in the down, right? So it gives you 2 cards like this. Minus card, 1 plus card. So which is mean is 0. 7, 8, 9 is a neutral card, right? So the count is right now 0. Dealer has 7, you have 13. Of course, you're gonna hit. So you hit, you get 16, right? Plus 1 card. So right now the count is plus 1. But you have 16. Against 7, you have to take a hit, right? So you take 1, you bust, but you get 2 plus cards. So you get plus 2. So this is how you practice in home. You're gonna go through the whole shoe like this. I know if you have someone in the house could help you with, dealt the card to you, which is better. But if you don't have anybody, you have to do it yourself. It's gonna take time. When you're gonna start, it's gonna be slow. Once you learn this perfectly, it will be worth your time. As you're playing and counting it, let's see the running count got plus 14. What does that mean? You're gonna look at the discard tray. This is about 1 deck of card right here, right? So if his running count is plus 14, right? 14 by 7. Why I say 7? You're playing 8 cards game, right? Already 1 deck card is in the discard tray. So there is a 7 deck card left in here. So if you have a running count 14, so when you divide 14 to 7, you get true count of 2. So if the true count is 2, you have a 0.5% of advantage over the casino. That's when you start to raise your bet. Give you another example. 4 decks of card has been played and running count is plus 8. You have 4 decks of card left. So what does that mean? You're gonna divide that 8 into 4, you still get true count of 2. It's very important when you're practicing in home. Put 4 decks of card in here, 6 decks of card in here, 1 decks of card in here. Observe it. Because when you go on casino to play, even you count perfectly, if you don't divide perfectly your running count with the how many decks of card left to play, you may not be playing a winning game. Practice this over and over to get it right. Once you get really good at how to count 1 deck of card in here, how to tell different, then go for half a deck. If you could count half a deck, that's even better. So you'll get more accurate count. See right here, looks like a 1.5 deck card right here right now. I said you're starting right now, go for 1 deck. Then once you get really good at counting 1 deck, observing 1 deck, then you go for half a deck. Practice every day like 2 hours. You'll see it will get easier and easier. So next video, I'll show you how to practice with the chips. Then you know exactly how to bet with the counts. For that video, you could click it on the top. And if you give this video a thumbs up, I'll really appreciate it. Take care.